Time now is 14:01, Thursday afternoon. 16 degrees and I'm in my shorts. Where did I leave you? I was heading back to the yard last night with a loaded box and parked up. So, back in the yard, we've got really long bays, so you put your car in the bay and you leave it there, and then you park your car and park your truck in front of your car. Okay, so it's all that's your allocated bay. However, when you have a loaded box, well, where's this muppet going? He's too busy talking. Job to get on, didn't he? When you got a loaded box, you move your car out of the way and then you back your truck in first, so it's up against the railings, fencing, which makes it doubly secure for anybody trying to get in. And then you put your car in front of the truck. So that's what I did. Everything's fine. Got up this morning, so obviously I needed to move my car out of the way, so I moved that out of the way, put it into the bay next to me, moved my truck out of the way, went to move the car, nothing. Just a load of, well, I say nothing. It was like every possible light on the dash came on and off and started doing all sorts of weird, wonderful things, and the display saying battery low. And I got in the Range Rover. There's an analog clock, believe it or not, the old school, and I started going backwards. Excellent. So yeah, it was a. So I tried it a couple of times. It just wasn't starting. So I got no idea what was going on there. So I had to leave it there in the other bay. I then had to phone the office up at 7 o'clock and tell them what the score was, to make sure no one went in the bay that I just pulled my truck out of, because if anyone put a truck in there, the bloke whose car was already in the bay wouldn't be able to get out tonight, and he would be very happy. So I don't know. So anyway, there's nothing I could do there. I had to get going, didn't I? And that's the trouble with trucking. You can't just drop stuff and go, oh, I'll do it later. I'll just get the car sorted out. I couldn't. You know, it's not how it works, really. I suppose I could have, but that would have been a bit, you know, yeah, you know. So no. So it's still sat there. So when I get back tonight, I've got to park up, then I've got to try and get hold of the AA. Now I know a battery's going to cost me anywhere between 160 to 180 quid. Because there's a bit of a whopper for a Range Rover V8. And then I'll see how much the AA fleets me, but I'd imagine that's going to be a lot more. What I don't want to do is then have to try and order one and then try and get it down to me so I can fit it, and that's Friday night. If it's a sensible price, I'll just, if they got one on board or we can get hold of one, I'll just do that. So we'll see what happens when we get back to the yard. Not due in until at least 5:30, 6 o'clock. See these cars doing it. Seem to be very inconsistent with their speed. So anyway, went on the docks this morning. Had a 6 to 7 slot. Took a loaded 40 on, pulled a loaded 20 off. So that means you've got to faff around changing the settings of the trailer. So you've got to shrink it a little bit. It's all to do with weight distribution and all that malarkey. Come on, go. Yeah, so yeah, that all went alright. I hadn't forgotten what to do, so that was good. Another So I don't think there's anything that. The only thing I haven't done is gone into my favourite container yard. I haven't been in there yet. We'll see how that goes when it happens. But, tomorrow's Friday. I get to go home. I haven't been home all week. It's been hard graft. I mean, the work's been fairly straightforward and fairly easy. But first week back, I'm a little ragged round the edges, I can tell you. A little tired. So we'll see what we got tomorrow. So M1 southbound at the moment. I'm going to be coming off at junction 18, so I don't want to sit in any of the roadworks. Which would then take me down the A5 to Toaster, A43, M40, A34, M3, M27 into Southampton. Blimey, that plane is low. Jeez, oh. Don't know if you saw that. I expect you did. So it's the 6th of June, isn't it? D-Day commemorations. My granddad, I think about my granddad today. He was the original, one of the original G.I. Joes, because his name was Joseph and he was a G.I. He came over during the war. He came over as an American G.I. during the war and was billeted down in Dorset, where he met my nan. And after the war had finished, he met my nan again, and then they fell in love, and the rest is history. They ended up coming back. My nan was from Dorset, and they got married, and my mum, who had me. My granddad became a English citizen. He stayed. They went back to America, then they came back again. I don't think my nan can handle the Italian hierarchy or matriarchy, or the matriarchal system of an Italian family. Yeah. So anyway, they came back, and Granddad came back and settled in the UK and lived there till he died when he was 83, 84, 83 I think it was, which was a few years back now. I've got a photograph of him. I don't know how I do that. I might have to look into seeing if I can do that. But he was a handsome bastard, I tell you. He had movie star looks. I reckon he could have pulled any girl he wanted. Never lost his accent either. Never lost his accent. He couldn't say aluminium to save his life, aluminum. And he had a real dislike for the damn Arabs. I don't know what they ever did to him, but he didn't like them. Don't know what it was. They must have upset him somewhere along the line, but I've got no idea why. I mean, he never divulged the information either, so it's a bit of a mystery. I don't think he ever had any dealings with them. He landed on Omaha Beach. I've been to Omaha Beach, and I've been all around the museums there, stayed there. For at least a week in Omaha. And just yeah, it was, oh, blimey. Something else, I tell you. He survived. He lived to tell the tale, and Granddad was a bit of a cool dude. He's always makes me laugh. We sort of jokingly say that the family in America is because they've still got family over there. He was the oldest of 7, and none of his generation are alive anymore. He's got his foot down now, that boy. None of his generation are alive, but the ones after that, and cousins and things like that, was still plenty of them. I've kept in touch with 3 or 4 of them, and he was he was in his young. He was I think he was 22 when he came over. Prior to that, because I saw his service records. Prior to that, he was actually we always go backstepping. We always joke that the family's part of the mafia, all being of Italian descendancy, strong Italian descendancy, and there's more reasons to think that they probably are than more reasons to think that they probably are not, if you get my drift. And then when I read my grandfather's enlisting notes and his army records, bearing in mind this is the early 40s, his profession, he was an armourer. That's not an everyday profession, is it? You know? So he had a good knowledge of weapons before he even joined the army. Let's see if I can get over here before this loon tries to cut me out. No, he's having to go a lot around me now. So yeah, he was an armourer. I wonder what he really did. I think I need to be in that lane I've just come out of. Yeah, I do really. So I'll let him go in there. And then the silver car's going to come up on the inside of me, on the outside. I'm going to go across. And there we go. All slowing down. It's all in different lanes. Always a bit of a free fall along here. People decide which lane they're going to be in. You never know. Last of the late breakers and the last of the lane swappers. After this, all sort of calms down a bit. So yeah, my grandfather was an armourer before he joined the army. Got a picture of him in uniform. He did serve 4 years overseas in total. Part of Pattern Zone. Believe what I can make out from the insignia on his uniform. He had his first stripe. And there we go, right. 21 on, coming off at 18. So yeah, thinking about him today, as it's the anniversary of D-Day, 6th of June. It's 80 years ago. was born, was it 22 years after the war ended. If I can get past these two actually. So yeah, yeah, just thinking about him really. If you ever get a chance to go over to the beaches, we did a couple of other beaches, but they were a bit. I think Omaha is probably one of the least commercialised beaches that were there. Well, the ones that I saw 2 or 3, well, a couple, and they were a bit full of coaches and kids and shit like that. Whereas if you ever go to Omaha, it's there ain't a great deal there, to be honest. There's a museum. Then we went to one of the big war cemeteries. Oh my days, that blew me away. Yeah. Right, I'm going to end it there because I'm having yeah, I'm going to leave it there. I'll speak to you in a bit. Hello, remember this road? We haven't been along here for a while. A5. The motorway was slow, 50 mile an hour roadworks, narrow lanes, doing about 40 mile an hour, and this is much more pleasant. Posed myself. So got the task of waiting for the VA man tonight. Hopefully, because he's in the middle of Southampton, it won't be too long. Hopefully it's just a battery. Van goes in for MOT tomorrow. It's already had a it kept going into limp mode. Yeah, stay there. Helicopters to my left. I hope you saw him, Apaches coming in hot and strong, at least 3 of them. Probably been on some memorial flight somewhere. What is that? Those are Piaggio apes, I think they're called. So I could really have done without this battery issue on the Range Rover tonight. I'm just done with getting back and chilling, getting ready for tomorrow, getting ready to go home, see my gorgeous Kira. It's been a long, well, the week's gone by, but it's a long week. So what's it like being back? I hear you all ask. No, it's like I've never been away, to be honest with you. Well, I was going to stop along here, wasn't I? Stop at the lay-bys the other side. Turn right for Daventry.
Roundabout and take the second exit, A5 road.
Turn left for the red line.
Cross the roundabout and take the second exit.
We shall indeed. I'm going to be stopping in the next lay-by. I'm clear of this village.
Follow A5 road towards Milton Keynes for 7.5 miles.
I'm going to get myself a drink. Pub is still going, Chef and Brewer, part of a franchise though, isn't it? Crossroads. Is there space? Yeah, there's a red car in there. So that'll either be before or afterwards, depending on where he's parked. Quite in the middle, I expect. Behind me. No, right at the far end. Right. Probably end up speaking to you tomorrow now. It's boring now. Not for me, but probably for you. There we go. Well, at least he parks sensibly. Right. Speak to you in a minute. Hello. Just about to come off the M40 on the A34. Always a little bit of fuckwittery as we come down here. Half a mile to go, no queue yet. That's good. I don't think there really is one. Maybe maybe just as you go up the hill to the roundabout.
Take the exit 9E5 towards Oxford, then go right on the roundabout and take the third exit A34.
I'm just hoping that you can hear me okay. I think you can.
Then go right on the roundabout and take the third exit.
We got it. Reverse thrusters on.
After 400 yards, go right on the roundabout and take the third exit A34 towards Oxford.
I'm pretty good on this truck.
Go right on the roundabout and take the third exit.
So we're in the correct lane. All three lanes go round. If you look at the signboards and the arrows.
Take the exit A34.
This is now where you get 3 lanes go into 2 lanes. Queuing traffic solves one of those problems. Well, where we go? Is that easy?
Follow A34 towards Oxford for 12 miles.
Right, 76 miles to go. Pitch you later.